You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife, back to acting. There'll be some of you who say she never stopped, and in that respect, you're right, because of course as a narcissist, she acts regularly. Guided by her narcissism, she puts on an act, a facade of being kind and decent, the rictus grin that appears. She acts with regard to the way that she treats people, feigning interest in them, albeit, of course, her narcissism causes her to believe that it's genuine. But so much of what she does is an act, each and every day. When she's interfacing with somebody else, there's an act in terms of being interested in them. There's an act in loving an individual. There's an act in doling out the spicy poontang. There's an act that's involved in all of the ways that she interfaces with those individuals because it's driven by her narcissism to get to the prime aims. But as we know, she came from the acting world, and it's unsurprising that the acting world is so full of narcissists for two huge reasons. One, it caters to the prime aims spectacularly well. It provides a means of controlling lots of people, swooning over that heartthrob on the silver screen, booing the villain, cheering the hero. It provides mountains of fuel to be obtained from all of those adoring fans. It provides character traits from all the people that you interact with within the industry. And, of course, it caters to residual benefits, fame, facade, and, of course, money. Accordingly, the acting world is one which appeals vastly to narcissists because it caters to the prime aims, but also because it's something that the narcissist is able to do naturally. By morphing into other people, by taking on other roles, by pretending to be somebody else, well, all the narcissist is doing is monetizing a natural skill. Admittedly, as you know from watching my video, The Imitation Game, some are better at it than others. But the fact is that being an actor as a narcissist caters to becoming an actor as a profession. Now, of course, not all actors are narcissists, but our kind are overrepresented. And Harry's wife, of course, was carving out something of a career, albeit the only thing she was really in of some note was Suits, which we kept hearing about time and time again and gets regurgitated on a near daily basis. But now, it's apparently the case that she's going to go back to acting. Scarlett O'Toole, I wonder if any relation to Peter O'Toole, Scarlett O'Toole, a showbiz reporter from the Mirror, tells us Harry's wife eyeing up prominent acting roles in Hollywood, says expert. Oh yes. Harry's wife could star in some prominent Hollywood roles, thanks to her new connections, according to a PR expert. The Duchess of Sussex gained prominence starring as Rachel Zane on Suits. No, we all only knew about it after the event. Not that many people watched it. And she has now reportedly hired Hollywood dealmaker Adam Lilling. The respected entrepreneur has worked with the likes of Ellen DeGeneres and Nicole Kidman, and could help Harry's wife return to her acting career. A leading celebrity publicity expert has told The Mirror, allegedly by hiring Adam Lining, known as Hollywood's fixer, Harry's wife could be looking for a career in Hollywood. Acting is what she's trained in. Therefore, it's viable she may have a cameo in a film or even TV. Now, hang on a second. Cameo? How's that a prominent role? She could star in some prominent roles. What, as a cameo? Okay. If it's true the couple have hired Adam Lining, then I'm sure we can expect some prominent Hollywood roles, says PR expert Maya Riaz. She doesn't think that we're likely to see Harry's wife in any longer commitment roles. I doubt she would go back to any longer commitment roles such as Suits or any other TV series. Despite a possible return to acting, Harry's wife seems unlikely to abandon her passion for helping herself. Oh no, helping others. Doing what? Alongside whatever Harry's wife does, good point, charity will stay close to her. She won't abandon her charity work due to pursuing another career, May has said. Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. She bandwagons. She's more or less abandoned the charitable gig as it stands because, of course, it's of no real interest to her other than for the purposes of the prime aims. Harry's wife's popularity was at its peak during her time on Suits, with one of her former co-stars saying she would often have loads of fans waiting to meet her after filming. I wonder how much they were paid to say that. Dancing on Ice star Colin Grafton, who appeared on Suits throughout Series 6 and said Harry's wife had a huge following in her fucking head. He told the Mirror, I think she had just started dating Harry at the time, but she had a lot of fans already like outside that were waiting for her. What, 5? Harry's wife almost missed out on the role of Rachel, as she previously confessed she almost messed up her audition. Writing on her blog, The Tick, the Duchess of Sussex admitted she forgot her lines and ended up making a heartbroken call to her agent, Pity Play, afterwards to tell her she wouldn't be getting the part. Harry's wife wrote, I kept forgetting my lines. How fucking difficult is it to say, I'll suck your cock? Imagine not being able to remember saying that. I was distracted and I blew it, which sucks, because I really wanted this one. I really liked Rachel, but I blew it, I wanted it, and I lost my shot at it. Or so I thought. Thankfully for the star, she landed the role. I wonder how, given the fact that she blew the audition. What did she do to land the role? And apparently was a huge success. So she's hired somebody, and now the Mirror are writing about the fact that, well, she may well find herself returning to acting, and that she may well have some prominent roles. Do you know what I say to this? Bullshit. She needs money, and this is an attempt to say, come and get me. What she's doing is trying to generate interest to say if anybody will contact her and say, hey, Harry's wife, we saw you in Beverly Hills 90210, and the way that you rose up from giving someone a BJ in that car was magnificent. We'd like you here running around in just a bra. I think you're used to that, aren't you? Do you think you could do that? Yeah. The fact is, there are no prominent roles waiting for her. And all this is as a not particularly ingenious attempt to cause people to think, oh, she's in the market, is she? Great, let's sign her up. This is a piss-poor attempt to generate interest because, once again, she's a failure. She failed with her family. She failed with the royal family. She's failed as a bananatarian. She's failed as an author. She's failed as a politician. She's failed with regard to parental leave. She's failed with her philanthropic activity. She's failed to be liked. She's failed to be a celebrity. She failed at a podcast. She failed at the Netflix series. Yes, she's earned money. Yes, she's infamous. But beyond that, she has no longevity because she has no talent. And therefore, desperate in the subconscious pursuit of the prime aims, her narcissism has guided her to issue this alert. I'm thinking about getting into acting. Is anybody interested? But dressing it up as Harry's wife might do acting. She's hired Mr. Lining, and therefore she may well end up with some prominent roles. Why? All she's really done is Suits. She's not a particularly good actress. And would anybody really want her after hearing about the way that she's behaved, the diva behaviour as Tom Bauer unearthed on the Reitmans shoot? Stealing of the shoes, the nonsense around pretending that she was famous and well known when booking into the hotel. Nobody's going to want this deluded prima donna flouncing around on their set. There are other prima donnas who are much better actors and actresses that could be hired. And therefore, this is a completely transparent attempt to generate interest to see if she could possibly get a well-paid cameo role. And it's a fail. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.